everyone, what's up? Prince1215 here with another video review. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Star Wars set number 75183, Darth Vader Transformation. So here's the set, but really quick, let's take a quick look at the box. So here we have the box. It's your typical box from this year. It says LEGO Star Wars there. There's a Death Trooper. Here's the set in its entirety. There's all the minifigures you get with the set. Disney! It's ages 7 to 12. Of course, that's just a suggestion. I have to put that on there. 75183. It's the Darth Vader TM transformation. It's 282 pieces, and it's a building toy in several different languages. On the back, here's all the different things it can do. Blah, blah, blah. And it's trying to get you to buy the toy because of all the fancy things. And yet another reminder that this is Disney we're dealing with. So that's it for the box. Short, sweet, simple. It's a smaller box. So, here we have this set. I love this set. This is pretty awesome. The last time we got this set was 2005, and it was like $5 to $7. It was itty bitty, and it came with two minifigures, Vader and burnt Anakin Skywalker. I don't even think Vader had a cape in that set. And it just came with a small itty bitty little build for medical droid of this model. That has since fallen to pieces, and I no longer have that intact, unfortunately. But, so, you know, it's really cool to have this now, to kind of have a updated version of this. And this set was really it was in need of an update. So it's really cool for this to exist. So really quick, let's take a look at some of the minifigures here. So first we have Emperor Palpatine. I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest way to get Emperor Palpatine nowadays. Because he's the last time I think there was a Palpatine minifigure included was in the Emperor's Chamber set, which was 2-3 years ago now. And then there's the new Freemaker Adventures tie thing that comes with MOC and Emperor Palpatine, and that's expensive as well. I think this is the first set in a long time where it's actually pretty cheap to pick up the Emperor. I think this is only seconded to maybe a set from 1999 or 2000 where it just came with Luke, Vader, the Emperor, and the Emperor's chair, and maybe the window, and that was all that was included in the set. It was a really early set because the figures still had yellow faces. So this is the easiest and cheapest way to get the Emperor in a long time. And I really like the look of this guy. So he does have a double-sided face, and both Emperor Palpatine and Vader are sporting these new cloth capes that have been put into LEGO sets in the last year or so. So here's the Emperor with his kind of scowly, ooh, I'm angry face. So that's it for him. I always just keep him right here because that's closer to where the Emperor was in the film in correlation to Vader. Let's see here. Let me twist this around because I don't want to start with Vader yet. I want to start with burnt Anakin Skywalker here. Get him off of this. I like the look of this Anakin Skywalker. Now, because they had to make a complete minifigure, it's designed like this. So, really, if you want it to be accurate, remove that hand. Well, no. This hand can stay. But remove this hand, or even the entire arm if you want, and then like take a buzzsaw and cut off the legs right there, and then you have a screen accurate Anakin. Because the gray here is just meant to signify that there's nothing there. Because those of you that have seen the film, and you probably have seen the film if you're watching this review because it came out in 2005. It's an old movie now. He's kind of missing the majority of his limbs. So this is a nice update to the Anakin Skywalker burned look. I think we got a burned Anakin Skywalker look in the Emperor's Shuttle, which came out in 2013, I can't quite remember, somewhere along that time. And that came with kind of a small version of this, sort of, where there was a thing to put Anakin in a medical bay and you could put the Darth Vader helmet on him, but it didn't include a Darth Vader. And that was just in the Emperor's Shuttle. That wasn't an actual thing that was separate from it. So that's the closest we've gotten to a remake of this set since 2005. So I really like the way this looks. It's a lot more detailed than the one from 2005, while at the same time not being too gruesome, because that scene in the film is actually really, really gruesome. And so, and then the only other minifigure we have here, besides Vader, who I'll get to in a minute, is this little medical droid. And I'm disappointed with this medical droid because I'm pretty sure in the preliminaries of leaked images of this set from Toy Fair and everything, this was supposed to be a 2-1B medical droid. And I've been wanting, and that's been a figure that's been hard to get because it's only been in more expensive sets. And so I was really very disappointed when this turned out not to be a 2-1B and they just made it some dumb brick built droid. Because yes, this does look like a style of droid that was in the medical chamber, but there was also a 2-1B in that medical chamber. So, well, whatever. So let's get into some of the functions of the set. So one thing you can do is pull that back using this, and then turn it, and then there's your change up of Vader and Anakin right there. That is pretty cool. So then with Vader here, then you can have him go no, and then flip everything off except I got the medical droid here, so this doesn't come off. I like this side over here because you do have this medical droid that can then go flying off of its little perch. But then over here, I don't really like this side as much. Because over here, you just got a little Sith probe droid floating around, and that's very loose. That doesn't exactly stay. That's very, very loose. It just comes out. There's not even any friction there. It just pops out. You just got the little Sith probe droid floating here with the holder for Palpatine and Vader's lightsabers. And that's what comes flying off here. So as you can see, just okay. That's whatever. I mean, Vader wrecked equipment, but and I suppose whether this is a 2-1B or this type of droid, regardless, it still wouldn't be able to. I just wish that this was slightly different to where this wasn't what goes flying off, because I'm not really a fan of that. But oh well. So I've kind of been toying around with ideas in my head on how to modify that so the droid goes flying off, but as of yet, I haven't really come up with a good solution. Now I can't even get him back on there, so I'm just going to sit him over here. So then that will bring me to our final minifigure here. The new Darth Vader. This new Darth is amazing. It's kind of hard to see details on this guy because of the lighting and everything, but he is in all black, so that's kind of to be expected. There is tons of detail on him. I'm trying to get a good shot of the helmet, but it's kind of hard. Let me see if I can bring this in. There we go. That's more like it. So that's just kind of the problem with Darth Vader's helmet. It is kind of hard to see that, but what I love about this new Darth Vader minifigure is that it's a little more screen accurate. It looks slightly funny because of the way it's built and everything, but it's more screen accurate because because it's made up of two pieces now. You actually have this kind of chin piece here, and then that just fits over there like that. I love that so much. And again, this is a very, very cheap and easy, awesome way to get this version, because this is first included, like Emperor Palpatine, in the Emperor's Throne Room set from a couple years ago. 2 years ago now. And then, last year, I'm pretty sure it was last year, he came in the Darth Vader's TIE versus the Rebel A-Wing set from Rebels. And then that was even slightly different because it had the same helmet piece, but he had slightly different printing for the chest and legs because this is modeled more after I think this is the exact same minifigure that is in the Emperor's Throne Room set, which that one was slightly inaccurate to what's in that film because as you can see here, he's got green buttons, where in that film he had blue buttons. Vader's design slightly changes. It's not very noticeable. But I love how much detail there is on this guy. And I just love to look at him overall. So here he is with old Vader. This is Vader from long ago. I think this is a 2005 Vader, as you can see by the kind of not very detailed printing here. And of course the old style helmet. So now Vader is a little taller than your average minifigure. Let's set him down here. And as you can see, because of this new helmet piece, he's slightly taller. Which is a good thing, because Vader is taller than your typical person in Star Wars. That's just how it kind of works. So I like that. I think that's cool that he has a little bit of a height difference now. So, and it's much an improvement over this guy. Because, I mean, I like this. I mean, this is your classic Darth Vader. It's like how they changed up the Lego Batman cowl, but I think I still prefer the classic Lego Batman look, and they definitely went that route still for the Lego Batman movie. And this is the classic, but this is improved on that, I feel. It just helps capture the look even more. This is just so good. I love it so much. So let's get into the other function of the set. Let's put him back. And maybe I should have done this first. Let's take the helmet off first. There we go. That's a little better. And it's the exact same burnt Anakin face that you have on the other one. There's not a more gray, diseased one like was on old Darth there. So you can fold him back like so. And then you have this thing here. Oh, what the heck? You stay off. So you have this here. And it's got these little rubber bits. So you can just take the helmet and slide it in there as so. And then you can position it and put Vader's mask on and recreate the moment from Revenge of the Sith where Darth Vader is born. And it really does stick in there very well, because as you saw, it did just kind of try to take it away. And so then there we have it. Darth Vader with his mask on. That, I love that so much. That's so cool. Don't know why it's not focusing, but oh well. So, that's pretty much it for the set. I think it's really awesome, but just a quick side note is that another cool thing about the set is that it does come with just a whole bunch of parts. And by parts, I mean tools. It comes with all of these tools, and I managed to get all of them in the hands of both the medical droids. So here we have a little oil can. I'm trying to get this thing to focus. I think I broke autofocus or something. It has a little oil can, and I think this is a screwdriver. And then here's a whatever the heck this thing is. So then here we have I suppose that is a bad thing about this, is that it does come off very, very easy. So then here we have, I don't know what that thing is. We have a drill. We have some sort of wrench thing. We have a little hammer. We have an actual wrench that looks like a wrench, so that's really cool. Because usually they just kind of come with a black piece that doesn't really look too much like an actual wrench. It's just kind of the big shape of one. That comes in a couple Marvel sets. Then we have a whatever that is, and then we're back to square one here with whatever that is. So we've got a couple of miscellaneous tools that I don't know what they actually are, and then some hammers and such in an oil can. So I think that's all pretty cool that it's included with that stuff. So let me put droid back. Okay, right, I gotta position that like so in order to get him set back up there. Okay. It is a little tricky to set him there, but there we go. So now we've got the medical droids working on Vader. So this set is pretty awesome, and one of the best things about it is that it's only $25. It's only $25. I mean, that's like a 200 plus price increase from the one in 05, but considering what you get here, it's a nice sturdy little build. I mean, you got this little circle here. I mean, it's really quite, he says sturdy build as the droids fall off, but they're supposed to do that. It's a nice sturdy little build, and then you get this great set piece, because that's something I really think Lego's been doing good recently. They just haven't been recycling vehicles. They've also been giving us the set pieces like the carbon freezing chamber and the skiff, and now this. So I definitely recommend this set. And that's all for this video. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Remember to follow me on Twitter. That link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.